iPhone 6 rumors hint to an Ultra-Retina display and even processor data. Samsung's Tizen SDK for the Gear lineup hints to compatibility with other smartphones, and Microsoft finally launches the Surface 2 with LTE. I'm Jaime Rivera, and yes, I do approve this message. And you should too. This is Pocketnow Daily. Let's start today off with some official news as Microsoft has finally, and yeah, I do mean finally, launched the Surface 2 with LTE. You can get it now in AT&T stores as of tomorrow, and the pricing is kind of compelling. Links in the description for full details as, yeah, we were expecting this Surface 2 with LTE, but we wanted the Surface Pro 2 with LTE, and there's no word on that one, sadly. Now let's talk about HTC as we are just a couple of days away from getting the all-new HTC One, and the company continues giving us videos hinting to what things we can expect from their new smartphone. Now we get a video from Zoe and everything. Links in the description to watch that video, but even more interesting in that link is the fact that we have the first video of Sense 6, since we haven't really seen it leaked completely, and now you can see it in a full 3-minute video, and it does look compelling, looks interesting, minimalistic, the same HTC Sense, I guess, only better. We'll see. Now let's talk about the Samsung Galaxy S5. A lot of people are expecting this phone to be launched in April, and reports from Korea seem to point to the fact that there will be delays, and probably not delays in when the phone will be launched, but probably shortages, as apparently Samsung is having a tough time with the camera lens, as this is a 6-lens array camera, which is different to the Galaxy S4, which was a 5-lens array camera. And obviously new technology has its quirks. This is the new ISO cell sensor as well, so hopefully that doesn't mean a shortage that will affect you, but we'll see about that. Now let's talk about Apple. One of the hottest news today is that we finally get some specifications of what we could expect from their next generation iPhone or iPhones. Probably one of the most interesting one is the fact that we get an Ultra-Retina display. But listen to this, the current Retina display is at 326 ppi and this one is at 389, so this does point to a bigger display. It's really hard to tell which of the smartphones this Retina display will be for. Ultra-Retina display, sorry. Then aside from that, we also get information on the A8 processor, which apparently will be clocked to 2.6 gigahertz, which is interesting. We don't really have the data on what's the other processor clocked at, since Apple never really releases that, but even more interesting is that apparently the phone will be only 0.22 inches thick, which is smaller and thinner than 0.30, which is the iPhone 5S. That's crazy thin. Let's see how that goes. And finally, for the hot news of the day, Samsung has just launched their SDK for their Gear lineup, which is definitely a Tizen SDK. And the reason why this is interesting is because obviously Samsung did not do this for their original Galaxy Gear, which was funny since it was running Android, and now this one runs Tizen. So why would developers want to build applications for Tizen if the Galaxy Gear, or the Gear, sorry, is pretty much limited only to Galaxy phones? And according to a high-level Samsung executive, that's because the company is planning to allow the Gear to work with other smartphones. So that leads me to the question of the day. If Samsung would bring the Gear to other smartphones, would you be compelled to use the Gear instead of a Pebble or anything else that's at the market? Because in my particular case, honestly, yes, I would. I do like the Gear more than the Pebble visually. Not necessarily the Pebble Steel, of course, but leave us a comment down below. How do you feel? And friends, you know the drill. If you want to get the news earlier before this video is filmed, make sure you follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. You can also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you tomorrow.